There we go. All right, now I can record my face. I really like the ease of use. I like the feedback that it gives students, and I just like the whole thing. My students liked it. They didn't groan every time I put it on their assignments for the week, and it provided me a lot of well, it made a lot less copies, I can tell you that. And I know we're not worried about copies right now, but in my classroom, I made a lot less copies, and it provided me a lot less grading time, which is always nice, right? So, what you're gonna do is you go to goformative.com, and I have that linked right here in case you need it, but it's pretty easy, and you're gonna create a free teacher account. If you use your teacher email right now, they are offering the premium that is available. I never used the premium, I only used the free because my school wasn't paying for it, and the free worked perfectly for my students. However, if you can get the premium right now, get the premium until they run it out. If you love it, I would highly recommend asking your principal if you could find money for it, because the premium is great. And I know the teachers at East, the math teachers at East, he bought them all of their, each one of them, a class account. So they liked it so much that that's what they used some of their money on. But again, I used it for free, and I think it worked great. What I do like about it is if you use Clever or Google Classroom, it will link, you can sync your classes. So if you already have your classes in Clever, you can sync your rosters from Clever to Go Formative, and it will take their Google names, their passwords, it'll take all of their, not their Google names, but their usernames, their passwords. It'll take everything, and you don't have to do anything. If you're also in Google Classroom, it'll do the same thing. Any other learning management system, I'll talk about how you can add your own students. But if you do use those two, it's a really good one. So if I want to create a class and I don't have Google Classroom or Clever, if I have Google Classroom or Clever, I'm going to use these two buttons. This is my main page once I logged in. I'm already logged in as in my account, so you would have to create your account. Like I said, sync here. But if you do not have this, you're going to hit new class. Come on. My computer's running a little bit slow today. Midco is in my neighborhood. They sent us a alert saying that yesterday and today they were working on their internet. And I was like, great. Class name, you put in your class name. If you want abbreviation, that's fine. I was doing 7th and 8th grade math, so I just put those and then math. You do not, this is not just for math teachers. As you can see, lots of different teachers use this. I'm just going to put math. That doesn't mean I can't search for other subjects. And then you can choose a color for each class so that it's easy to see. This is, I'm pointing. This is the color that I picked for practice class. And so when I hit create, I should probably do this. Test. Is today Wednesday? I don't even know what the days are. And I'm going to hit create. Oh, you have to have a 2-letter abbreviation. I guess that is because of that. So hit create. And it's probably going to take a second. It's going to populate your class. It's going to populate a code. So when we go to add students, if you don't sync from Clever or Google Classroom, you can add your students and you can use their usernames and passwords. So this is the code that they would use if you want them to join themselves. I do not recommend this at all. Or you can just add students yourself. So if I was going to add me, and I'm doing this so I can show you the student side, but I can just give myself a password or a username and a password. So I did this last year because we didn't have Google Classroom and Rapid, and I didn't have my kids on Clever because I was not clever enough to use that. And I just used their school username and their password. That way it was really easy for them to just log in. Had I known more about Clever last year, I would have just used the Clever sync. So once you're done and you put in your students, you hit create student, or create students, and now it tells you that I am in my class for test. So there we go. I'm not sure why it did that. I'll probably just archive that. I'll do it later. All right, so I'm going to work out of the practice class because I have already prepped for that. So with my practice class, we've created our accounts, we've created a class. Now you want to create a formative. So I am going to click on my practice class. I can see my students. I'm sorry, I've got to go back to the main page. I should follow my own directions. Go to the main page. So I just click formative. You have a toolbar up here, formatives, classes, tracker, and library. You want to be on the formative page to create your worksheets. So you're just going to click on new formative, and it's going to give you options. Just hit plus. Now you have options where you can add content. So if you wanted them to watch a video and then do a follow-up assignment, you can embed the video in here. You can put in text, you can put in a whiteboard, you can put in images, whatever you like. I do not have the paid for version. This is on my personal account, not a school account, so that's why I don't have the option to do the premium. I could do a 30-day free trial, but I just prefer to show the free stuff. So here I have essay, multiple choice, multiple section, short answer. These are the ones that are free. Now, if you're using the premium version, you get all of these other ones. So you can do graphing and matching and audio response, numeric. Math teachers like the numeric one. But just grab the premium version, use your K-12 account and work through that. Or you can upload your own content. So if you have worksheets that you want to upload that you don't want to retype, just upload it. You get 20 free pages every month. So that's 20 worksheets that you could upload every month. So let's say I want to make a worksheet. You're just going to choose one of these. It doesn't matter which one you choose because you can change it within. You can do lots of them. I'm going to do multiple choice. There's been a little bit of a lag today. I'm going to give it just a second. It auto saves. Like I said, this is probably my internet. Go Formative is not usually this slow. It's probably either Go Formative is overloaded or or it's my internet. Yeah, so normally it doesn't do this. Come on. Okay, well, I'm gonna work a little bit differently and see if I can make some other things work. Normally you would do that, and I'll show you what it looks like and how you can add questions. I'm thinking Go Formative is probably overloaded. Okay, so I'm gonna just show you a different, oh, this is the one that was already made for me. It's still not working. Okay. I'll go to one that I've made before. Come on. Okay, so this is what it looks like once that plus goes away. And this is a multiple section. Maybe I want a multiple choice. So I'm going to change this. I'm going to change the question type. I can type in a question. And then you can add options. So you can put in whatever answers. Whatever you like. What you do is you choose which one is right and which one is wrong, or you don't choose the wrong ones, you just choose the right ones. If you want more, you just keep adding. You can't do randomized order unless you use the premium version. And then if you want to add a new question, then you choose the kind that you want to add. So maybe you don't want all multiple choice. Maybe you want to do a short answer, and it's going to pull up that short answer, and then you can put in 3 plus 8 and then add the correct answer. When you're done, so you can keep adding as many questions as you want. If I wanted to put a video in here, I could add the video right now. It might take a minute, so I can copy that URL or link. So maybe you have a video that you made, or you have a video from YouTube you want to embed. You just embed it right into there. It tells you that you can use YouTube, Vimeo, Google Docs, Google Drive. So any of those will work. And then you can add more questions after that. When you're ready, your title goes up here. So it's a lot like Google. You just go ahead and put it, it auto saves, and you hit assign. So I'm gonna put it in my practice class, but I could also assign this to any other classes that I have. It doesn't make a difference. You don't have to go in and redo it for everyone. You just put in the ones that you want. So I'll do both. So I'm gonna, and then I'm gonna hit adjust settings. So this is where you have some options on how you want your students to see the answers and if you want them to see. If they're blanked out, that's the premium version. So do you want your students to be able to see the worksheet, the questions, the answers after they submit it? So you can keep it visible and no edits allowed. So that means they can't go in and edit their answers, which is great. When you return their scores, or let me go back to this. So these are your options. You can also, after they submit it, allow them to go back and re-edit it. You can actually hide it from them where they can't even see the assignment anymore. Or you can keep it visible, but they can't edit it. Those are your 3 choices. When you want to return their scores, don't show them what their score is. Maybe you have essays you want to grade on there. That's fine. You can go in and grade it. Do you want to return their scores right after they hit submit? That's great for multiple choice because it'll grade it for you instantly. So that means as they work through it, they will see the right or wrong answer. Don't show the scores at all, or after you have closed the assignment. I didn't usually close my assignments, so I never put that, but you can go out and close your assignments. So a lot of people just do after they submit it, you can return their score. And then return the correct answer. Do you want them to see what the correct answers are after the student submits the whole assignment? Don't show any answers or when you close it. So I'm going to keep it like this. I'm going to hit assign. And I'm going to wait. Apparently not a good day to do my Go Formative webinar. Okay, so if you need to post this in your Google Classroom, you can click it right here. It'll automatically talk to your Google Classroom and you can post it. Or you can link it to any learning management system that you're using. You can grab the link or you can embed it within your Google Classroom. If you're using Canvas or Schoology, you can always use that. So you hit OK. And now it's been assigned. Now in my practice class, I have myself a couple times. And I'm going to pull this over here. I am logged in. So I can't log in to as both a student and a teacher in Google because it's reading it. Even if I open up a new tab, it will log me out. So I got into Safari and I joined my class. So I'm going to refresh this. I'm going to hope that I can find Test Wednesday. It should pop up here. There it is. This is an active assessment for me, so I'm going to hit open. And you will see that I have these little dots up here. So who is the president? Well, who did I choose? I chose Trump. So it says I've answered this question. And then here, I might have programmed this wrong, and I can't see on my computer there. 8 plus 3 is 10. So I've answered both questions. I have chosen not to let my students see if they're right or wrong. If they were right or wrong, these would come up green or red. But I chose to not let them see because maybe I want to use this as a what do you know. But if you want to use this as a like give them options to know if they're right or wrong, you can give them that feedback. So these would turn green or red. And I'll show you one that looks like that. So then I hit submit. I want to submit. It will send it to you. I chose not to give it. So I'm going to exit my assignment. And now I know that I've submitted it and it's gone back to you. And I'll show you the teacher version in a minute. Let me see what this one looks like. So here, 3m plus 7 is simplified. This is what I did with my 7th graders last year. And again, it's not turning green or red because of the way it's, of course I choose one that's not. Usually I did them so that they're green or they're red. Oh, that's all show your work. Oh, you can do show your work. So they can go here and then they can actually upload an image if you want them to. So they can take a picture and show your work. I like that. I use that too. I'll see what I can find. Now I'm at my teacher version and I can see that I did both of these. I got this one right, and I don't know that I put an answer in for that one, so that's why it looks like that. But I can go in, I got 1 point, everything looks good, yay. You can export things into a spreadsheet, but if you only have the free version, you have free exports, four free exports. So it'll go into either a CSV or a Google Sheet, depending on what you want. But you only get 4 a month, but you get 4 every month. So that is what your spreadsheet would look like. Then if I wanted to, and you can see these are where my classes are. One person has taken it, that was me. And I know that it's been submitted. I want to show you one that I found in the library, and I'll show you how to do the library in just a second. But this is one that already has a video embedded in it. And then it says to watch the video, watch it again, maybe again, and then answer these questions. So they uploaded a worksheet, and then they just put the numbers and put the questions that are correspond over here, which I really like. I think that's great. So you watch the video, and then you have all of these questions on the side that correspond to the worksheet. So you don't have to recreate every question. So let me show you and we'll see how this works. I'm gonna go to new formative, hit plus, and I'm gonna hit enhance a PDF, doc, or Google Doc. Oh, whoa, it worked. All right, so free uploads, I have 20, and then if you were on the premium, you would have unlimited, but alas, let's see what I have in my Google Drive. I'm more likely to have math stuff in here. Where'd you go? All right, select a file. I want a PDF. Let's do, these are multiple, so I don't really want to put those up there. This would probably be good. What's going on? I'll try something else. Oh, wait, here it is. It's uploading. I'm not patient. Okay, so it's gonna bring my worksheet in. I'm gonna learn to be a little more patient. I need to give Go Formative some grace since it's being used a lot. Okay, so I would wanted to have fixed this because I have the answer key in here, but I would have wanted to fix this and take those 2 sheets out before I uploaded them. And then all I've got to do is click on the image to add questions. So if I wanted to know, I would have broken this worksheet up if I were a teacher, but there's my question. I'm going to hit plus, and then this would be short answer. So you can write a question, but if the question is pretty self-explanatory, you don't have to write a question, or you could just say, what is the cost of 48 cans at Costco? And then same thing, you could, every time you want to add a question, so you just press the plus, what kind of question do you want? And then maybe this one I want you to show your work, so I want you to create the table and put a picture. And then they would go into the background and put the picture in. So that's how you do worksheets. Obviously, don't put your answer key in there. That would be unfortunate. Then you just hit assign. Which one do you want it to go to? Click assign. And you can go change all of your things, and then hit OK. And you're done. And that's it. Once it's in there for your students. You have the choices if you want to not let them see it again, or let them see it or edit or any of that. If your students are already using Go Formative in other classes, they already have an account, they can just log into their Go Formative account and click join class. So when they do, they literally, it pops up as join class when they log in, and they just put in your code. All you would have to do is give them your code, and that's it. I think this is great for worksheets and assessments. And I mean, I know we're not all, the inequity for assessments right now would be insane. But if you are giving them work to do, then this will help you grade it. It will help you keep track of it. It logs to Google Classroom and Clever, and it's super easy to use. And this sheet right here will help you to navigate it. All you have to do is get your students on there. That's really all Go Formative is. There's not much to it. If you have any questions, please ask. And if not, we can go ahead and end, and you guys are free.
Thanks, Carrie. Have a good day.
You too, Carrie. See you later.
Thanks. Bye.